So it looks like cancel culture is at it again, and this time it is a Marvel star who is being scrutinized for her political opinions, even though for the most part she agrees with the mob fully, which is so odd to me to think of how much these people are like cannibals. They attack people that agree with them on 99.9% of the issues, which is crazy to me. I don't seem like something that I mean, I'll put it this way: it feels like a cult. It really, truly does, and I mean that fully. It feels like a cult that someone has to agree with the doctrine 110%, and if they don't fall in line, if they don't agree 100% on this, on whatever topic it may be, then they get cast out, which it's crazy to me. Anyways, Marvel actress Evangeline Lilly of Ant-Man fame targeted for cancellation after calling on Justin Trudeau to listen to Ottawa protesters. Oh no, not listen. You mean listen? How? Like, that just seems traitors. Really, truly does. Seems traitors that somebody would say, oh, you know what? Maybe peacefully listen to somebody. Maybe, I don't know. This is a strange concept, very strange concept, that maybe government officials should, hear me out, just hear me out on this one, listen to the people that voted them in. I know, it's strange, very strange, very strange. Definitely not something we do in a democracy. Definitely not something that we would do in in at least Western civilization, at least down on America, not Canada. Which I'm joking to a certain extent, but at the same time, I'm almost kind of wondering if I am joking, because it almost kind of feels like they don't, and like it's a big lie that we tell ourselves that they do. It really truly does. But anyways, let's get on into this story. It says Evangeline Lilly has become the most recent target of the woke cancel culture mob after the Ant-Man and the Wasp actress encouraged Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to sit down with Ottawa truckers protesting the country's COVID 19 vaccine mandates and listen to what they have to say. In a 5-minute long video shared to her social media, Lilly addressed Trudeau and asserted, Dear Prime Minister Trudeau, I want to speak to you today about your current approach to and the treatment of our fellow Canadians who are protesting your federal vaccine mandates. They have asked to meet with you, Prime Minister, medical experts, top scientists, doctors, nurses, parents, grandparents, intelligent, loving, concerned citizens, she added, attempting to appeal to his humanity. Why won't you sit with them? Wow, so barbaric. I mean, that sounds incredibly barbaric that want she would just want a discussion with somebody. No, you got to sit down and listen. You have to follow whatever guidelines they see fit. That's how it fit. That's how it works. Um, doesn't matter if it makes sense. But yeah, I mean, so now she's got like the idea that this is something that could get somebody canceled is ludicrous to the extreme. If you are so convinced of your own reasons for the mandates, sit down and walk the leaders of the group of 2.3 million protesters across the country who represent many millions more across the nation and explain it to them and ask them to listen with open hearts and minds and then reciprocate. Lilly encouraged Trudeau. Terrible, isn't it? Listen to what they have to say with a mind open to hearing things that might go against the ideas you are entrenched in. Which, to be completely and totally honest with you, I've tried to think about it in a million ways. I'm not Canadian. I'm not Canadian. I don't understand y'all's government. I've met a lot of Canadians. I'm friends with Canadians, but I've never stepped foot in your country. I don't know your ways, but I will say this: um, I don't know what your leader is thinking about. It seems like he's asking himself to be voted out. I mean, it just seems like he doesn't have ideas and is entrenched in anything other than just being like, you told me to do this, now I'm going to do the opposite. That's the way it feels to me in a lot of different ways. Um, anyways, it's crazy. It's crazy. The Wasp actress further explained, you unify people by finding solutions together, not by vilifying those who say there is a better way. Now, wait a second. I didn't know that that could happen. So you mean that you can actually talk with people and maybe even disagree with them on politics or social issues or whatever it may be, and you don't have to vilify those people? What a strange concept. What a very strange concept in 2022. I mean, it's so strange that it can even get you canceled for saying that you would maybe want to give that a shot. I mean, 2022 for you guys. That's what we're living in. What we need right now from our leadership is unification, and that requires willing to see, recognize, and hear from the people sitting out in the cold at your door, Lilly urged the Canadian Prime Minister. Even though Lilly is a left leaning celebrity, her open support of the Truckers' Freedom Convoy drew the ire of the cancel culture mob who responded to our video by clamoring for the actress to be canceled and her Marvel character recast. The most fabulous story ever, told playwright Paul Rudnick, wrote a pitch for a new reality show. Evangeline, Lilly, Kevin Sorbo, and Scott Baio, Susan Sarandon, Christiality, sorry, and John Voight left on a remote island without food or water. That's the whole pitch. Okay, whatever. I mean, I don't really understand that. Um, this is what somebody actually wrote. So Evangeline Lilly went straight from anti-vaccine mandates to defending swastika waving a-holes. Is that let me just put this out here. That's what Trudeau said to a homosexual woman who was also Jewish in his own parliament, that she supported swastikas. Um, yeah, I mean, think about that for a second. Just let that part just sink in, and you'll know how crazy all of that is. You know what? People can actually agree or disagree with you without actually needing to be compared to the villains from World War II. Like, we don't need to always go to that. We really, truly don't. You know, I feel like it's young people that really do that a lot because they didn't actually have to live through that. You know, my grandparents actually fought in that war. And the ideas, the atrocities and all the things that you hear. And anytime, I don't care if it's with the right or if it's with the left, anytime that I hear any kind of comparisons to that, I tune out immediately of that person because they're not serious people. Really, truly not. They have no idea what they're talking about. Really, no idea what they're talking about. That's like them saying about the Confederate flag being waved at these protests, which makes no sense whatsoever, simply because they're Canadian. Like, I mean, if that's where they're going, then if it doesn't matter if they were in, I don't know, let's just say Finland. If Trudeau was there, he would say, "Oh well, our people were waving, of course, the villain's flag from WW2, and would also be waving the Confederate flag," and people would still be like, "Oh, that makes so much sense." No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It does not make any sense. Any sensible human being will take that right there and go, "You're not serious. I'm not wasting my time on you. Not wasting my time on it. Don't even put that talking point out there because it's not going to work." In fact, unfortunately, we don't live in serious times. That's really, truly what it is. That's just great. I hope she remembers that freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences. Oh man, oh man, these people, these people. Um, Mashable India writer Prometheus call not only for Lilly's MCU recasting, but also Black Panther actress Letitia Wright, who has received backlash since December of 2020 for her skepticism. Of course, we already know what she's skeptic of. I repeat, recast immediately, cried the woke Twitter user. They should have recast Letitia Wright, which is racist. They should recast Evangeline. Lilly ain't nothing that special about them. There are much more talented and sane actors out there who can take up their spot and make the set a safe space. I'm a I'm a huge fan of Mandalorian. Pedro Pascal's crazy. He's crazy. I just flat out say it. He's crazy. Um, and he puts crazy things out there. But I'm not calling for him to be recast. I don't think very many people are. They shouldn't be. But yet Gina Carano got fired for something that really was pretty vague and pretty not even worth even mentioning. But she got canceled over that. But yet he can go out there and spew all of his nonsense out there. Look, I know I probably disagree with Evangeline Lilly on probably a lot of things. But in this case, and in every case, whether it's on the left or the right, I will always support somebody's freedom of speech, and they should not be canceled for that. Should not be canceled for that. And I feel like anybody that wants to get up there, call anybody, whether it's the bad guys from WW2, whether they call the word fascist or whatever they want to call somebody. Anytime that you're the one that's trying to cancel them, you're probably that person, and that's just the truth. That's just the truth. So I think people need to look real long and hard into their own hearts, and decide exactly who they truly are before they go and put these things on Twitter, because it really makes them look bad. Really does make them look bad. But as far as her, hey, you know what? I hope she continues it. I hope she doesn't give in to the woke mob, and I hope Marvel stands their ground with her. I really do. I hope they stand their ground and protect her and allow her to continue making these movies. That's just my personal opinion on it. But anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think down below. What do y'all think of this situation? Just what do y'all think of this situation? I mean, it seems pretty mild to me. It really, truly does. To asking for someone to sit down and talk. It's not asking for violence. It's not asking for anything. It's not really anti anything. It's just saying, hey, you are the prime minister, and we did vote you in. I don't know, be for all of Canadians. Um, Maybe you should, I don't know, hear us out. I mean, just sad that we've got in 2022 to the point where we don't even want where we the people don't even want our politicians listening to the people. It's crazy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. And as always, guys, if y'all enjoy our content here on Rants, please like, subscribe, and leave that comment down below. And also check us out on Rumble and Minds as well. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all take care.